like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
Oh.
I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't getting
I fell.
too bad. My bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
Somebody's right by me now. I'm about to die.
Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back.
That is so cheap, man.
Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Cheese, milk, and cheese.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip,
Nah, that was the cheesiest death ever.
on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip,
Oh, you in here with me? My man Pat in the goo with me.
I get the money, but I never switch. They say you switch, you won't get it.
I gotta go against you, Pat? Oh, I was about to say, what the hell?
I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I
You
wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, The haters, I make a lot of the money, When it's not saving, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist.
Oh, come on at 9. All right, good. I got it. I would have played this game, and I'm gonna try to eat and watch this at the same time.
Coach, thanks. We are about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team.
Oh, right, no.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Wait, did I see that?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to look for Allen there. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
You're a watcher. Spectator. You spectating, you supposed to be shooting. Yeah. You watching. You spectating.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, boys, let's go! The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Yellow! Let's go, Lou, lady! We gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the ball. Let's keep running.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here's what?
The Charger drive about to get going. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
It's our time. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, pick your game.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Allen's got it complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He just ran out the house.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got it. Go 58's the mic. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Hey.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Chiefs 7.
Here we go. Cut. Yo. Let's go right here.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know the
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And their 1st down, Chiefs.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
I'm good.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Right. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want to see me.
From the 16, Bridgewater. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, yeah.
On the ready. 58, Mike. Double dog, that's the way.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Open man, it's Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike, 58, right there. Switch. Okay. Fresno. Go. Motion. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. Hey, keep it up. Over. Let it go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Yeah, 60 out low. 58, the mic. Watch the pass.
Now on 2nd and 16. Bridgewater. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
58, boys, 58, Mike. You
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
15.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Mahomes going to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it.
It wasn't. I dropped the controller.
I dropped the controller. In the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line.
I was like, you better not run out of bounds.
Take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. On the run. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 32 that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll take his shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
I mean, that's the easiest way to kill somebody.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mahomes now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Higgins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
No, I think so, though. I can't remember if it's in the 3rd or the 4th, but oh well.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mahomes to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On second down, Eckler. It's a pickup of 12 and a set up a third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
I be shooting a lot. Yeah, I be getting bullets, but I be shooting.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Yeah. Nah, I was switching something. I was switching something out.
Here we go. Set. Hey, go.
I ain't gonna get this one. Nope.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Yeah. 53's mine. Check. 50.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of game.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Frank Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now a toss play to Eckler. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st down, Mahomes. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Mahomes now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 and the 8. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. It looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Eckler again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
You couldn't tell me no different.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On is the Chargers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
That's what I was about to say.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job.